see Big Whopper, some other signs, but I can't even see. So what I'll do, I'll come out here and do a little bit pruning and staking up. We got my aromas in there. I can see those from the back. There we go. Let's get in there. Yeah, they in there, y'all. Yep, they are in there. So I've been actually trying to train the tomato plants to go outward and get on the trellis area too, which has been real helpful. So that way I can harvest from inside of the trellis. So I've been trying to push most of the tomato plants out there. And what's happening is the grapevines is actually helping because they're wrapping around the tomato plant, and I'm pushing them, like weeding them back in so they can actually pull the plant back. So that's what I've been doing. Yeah, so they're actually acting as tomato twine. So this is what the inside of the trellis area is looking like. Okay, let's get over here. Let's get to this hot mess. Y'all see what this rain is doing? So y'all see how the right side is looking? It's gonna stay like this. I'm gonna get my son to weed eat in here with the weed eater to get this stuff down, and then I'm gonna cover these bad boys up with some landscaping fabric, because I will not fight with these weeds this summer. I'm not doing it. So this is going to get covered up. It's going to rest. It's going to die back, and it'll be ready for fall crops. But I'm not even going to fool with this. I'm not going to be coming out in this heat trying to weed out. It's just too much. The weeds have really went crazy. So over here in this ring, we got the sugar snap peas, and I was able to use the bird netting on here so that I could get that harvest. And as you can see, they are all in there. So I need to get these beans like ASAP. So they look like they are getting burnt from the heat. The heat has definitely been something else. And then over here is where all the cucumber plants is at. But again, I am not seeing my cucumbers, birth out. So I don't know what's going on with cucumbers, but let me tell you, I sold 3 rounds of cucumbers, variety, pickling, market, long, white wonder. I did so many cucumbers over here, and I sold at least 3 times. The deers, the little Bambis that were inside the trellis area, they came in, snapped off all my beginning leaves of the seed the seeds, and I had to do it 3 times. So the deers, the rabbits is definitely going crazy. My green stalk, the only thing that I see growing in my green stalk right now is cilantro. Everything else that I planted in here, and I know I sold basil, marjoram, dill, bay. I see some in there, parsley, lots of celery I did. So there's not celery, cilantro, but it's a lot of seeds that I sowed in here that did not even germinate. And I definitely need to get in here and weed out. Y'all see how these weeds is going crazy? I'm gonna pull those out though, but a little disappointed about the green stalk. But I do got some cilantro, look like some sweet basil, red basil, but a lot of my other stuff, rosemary, oregano, I sowed a lot of seeds in here, and they just did not work. It did not germinate. So I also had sold a bunch of my seeds that I saved in the on this pepper lane. Y'all remember this pepper lane? These boxes is gonna be done with, but I sold all my little inside of my red peppers, my green peppers. I just threw them in here, and I tell y'all, this whole bucket was full with pepper starts. The rabbits came in, they snapped them all off. Even in this area right here, they are trying to come back. This area over here, I had did the same thing. They're trying to come back. So when I tell y'all, weeds been going crazy, the wildlife has been going crazy, the oh, look at the bees and stuff. The chocolate mint has went crazy. I really need to get out here, cut this whole thing back because it's prolific. So I'm gonna cut it back, and then I'm gonna dry it out. I'm gonna dehydrate it and make a powder form of the chocolate mint. Okay, so that's what's going on over there. Let's get around here, you guys. The good, bad, and the ugly. All right, I was trying to get this ready for peppers. I didn't get to it. Oh well, we'll get it ready for the fall. Get some crops in here for the fall. My cut come again. Scallions, they keep coming back. I need to cut them back again and harvest the tops of those. Over here, you guys. The rose bushes did really well. The deers didn't get to them as much, but look at this hot mess right here, you guys. This is like my second year of this. Cleaned it out, sowed some seeds. Some of the seeds germinated. I did 2 rounds in here, and there's still some. Look like, I think I did cucumbers, and I think I did cantaloupe over here. They trying to grow, but it's probably not. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to cover these raised beds up with the fabric liner. I'm going to do my holes, because these weeds, I'm telling you, something about these weeds this season has just been outrageous. Outrageous. Alright, all the fruit trees is doing well. We need to get out and cut grass and weed around the trees. Oh man, let's go over here real quick, because these are the 2 citruses that I put in the ground, you guys. So update on the citrus. Look, I think that's the Owari Satsuma or the Nagami Kumquat. But look how happy it is. It adjusted really well to the ground. So y'all already know we got the not plums, we got all the pears, the peach, pears. I think this one is another peach. We got the persimmon. We got the peach. That's the big mamma jamma. So over here, you guys, remember how beautiful the squash patch used to look? I would say maybe 3 years back. This whole row used to just be so beautiful. I could hide behind it and stuff. But I did, again, 3 rounds of seeds. Then I got to the point where I said I'm going to have to use the shade cloths. So I took the shade cloths off, covered them up, and was able to get these seeds to germinate and get saved from their starting leaves, because like I said, the deers and the rabbits is going crazy. Now, it didn't do as well as it usually do from the past few years, but I'm happy with what I was able to do with it this year. So my plan is to kind of hoop this eventually. I probably will get to it in the fall months. I'm going to hoop it. So that will help next year. But overall, the shade cloth really helped out tremendously, because y'all know what the deers did last year. They just went and razed it through the whole thing. So over here, I did a lot of weeding out some weeks ago, trying to kill that raspberry plant that is all the way back there that was invading this whole area. So that's what this area is looking like. And we still have 3 blueberry plants left, and I'm going to do my best to try to keep these going, but I got to do some work over here. Now, I forgot to mention, you guys, y'all remember the strawberry patch was like right here with the pallet? Well, I got rid of all that. I'm glad I did, because y'all remember last year the snake wrapped up in the bird netting, and it actually choked itself. So y'all remember that video last year when we found the snake, because it was stinking?